Hey guys, welcome back. So today I want to talk about planning your fall garden. Okay, this is where your planner comes in, or your garden journal, or both. I don't know if you keep one, but I would suggest that you do. But anyhow, if you're not planning a fall garden, then you should. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why that you should plan a fall garden. The first reason is you can grow things in the fall that you can't grow in the spring. At least I can. I'm in zone 5 and I know that my springs are like a blink of an eye. Okay, I don't get a long spring. I don't have time for spinach to grow. My cilantro bolts really quickly. So those things I don't even try to grow anymore. I mean, actually I can't say that because I did plant some spinach this year and again it did not grow. So the fall is the best time for me to grow some crops that I can't grow in the spring. Number 2 is there are less pests and disease to worry about in the fall, like on your leafy greens, collards, kales, Swiss chard, things like that, lettuces. You don't have to worry about the cabbage moth coming and holes in your leaves and things like that. And number 3 reason why you should have a fall garden is because the weather is so much more enjoyable. I can spend longer hours in the garden in the fall than I can in the summer. I love summer. I love the heat. I love it, you know, how it's nice outside and that. But my garden doesn't have any shade, okay? It's full sun. So there's only so long I can spend out there on 90-degree days. And I have to do it either before noon or like after 5. So like now, the sun is setting and I'm able to come out here comfortably and make this video. So yes, those are the main 3 reasons why you should have a fall garden. Believe me, you will enjoy it. So let's talk about how we're going to get started. All right, first of all, you need to figure out what it is you want to grow. All right, what do you want to grow? I have a whole list of things that I'm growing. So I got these new seeds from that company that I'm going to try out. That's the watermelon radish and the beet. Can't even pronounce that. Chioggia beet. Okay, I'm going to plant some more of the Detroit dark red beets. So beets, radishes, I got crimson giant radish, I got French breakfast radish, so radishes, mustards. I didn't do mustards for the spring or for the summer. They bolt really quickly. So I'm going to do this Tokyo Bacana mustard and this other mustard that I got. Spinach, I'm going to do Bloomsdale spinach. I'm going to do giant noble spinach, and I'm going to do Goliath spinach. Peas, I didn't get a lot of peas for my spring, so I'm going to definitely do peas. I'm going to do turnips, probably mainly for the greens, but turnips either way. Broccoli and cauliflower. Pak choi, it's a Chinese cabbage. I'm going to do all these lettuce. We got ruby red lettuce, Bib butterhead lettuce, Grand Rapids leaf lettuce, Paris Island lettuce, butter crunch lettuce, and I think that's all the lettuces. So yeah, lots of lettuce. And then last but not least, oh, and we have the large leaf sorrel. We're going to do that. And then carrots. So I have a pretty extensive fall planting list. All right. Now what you have to find out is, when is your first frost date? Okay, you can look that up on the Farmer's Almanac, or you can just ask Google. I mean, you ask Google for everything else, right? So just Google, when is my last frost date? The Google will give you your last frost date. Mine, it's telling me mine's October 1st. So I got to take October 1st as my last frost date. You count back from October 1st 8 weeks, okay? Count back from your first frost date 8 weeks. That is the time that you have to transplant your seedlings outside, okay? Then add another 6 weeks to that. We're going backwards now, okay? So I'm going from October 1st, I'm going to go back 8 weeks. Now I want to count back 6 weeks from that date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have a very small window. I have to get these seeds started this week, okay? In the fall, the days are shorter, we have less sun, so we have to account for an extra couple of days, maybe a week and a half or so, to give those plants time to mature. So turnips are going to take, it says 40 days to maturity. All right, so that's not too bad. Some of the other things might take longer. This watermelon radish takes 50 days to maturity, okay? So 55 days on the beets. This is 60 to 100 days for the pak choi. All right, so you get it? We need time for these things to mature before it starts getting too cold. Now, some of these things can take a light frost, and some of these things can take a hard frost. Okay, a light frost would be 28 degrees to 32 degrees. Okay, from 28 to 32 is considered a light frost. All right, anything below 28 degrees is going to be a hard frost. And the only things that really, can take a hard frost is probably kale, collards, those tough leafy vegetables. Now you can protect your crops. You can cover them. You can do row houses, you can do hoop houses. You can do, what do they call those? You get the idea. You can make covers for your plants. You can use clear plastic totes. There are various types of protection that you can use for your plants. So, and that would extend the growing time that maybe you lost out on if you didn't take advantage of your opportunity to plant those. So, with that being said, I'm going to get started on my seeds. I did disinfect all my pots here that I'm going to use again, and I've used the peroxide for that. But these seeds have to stay indoors, okay? These seeds have to stay indoors because they are not summer crops. All right, we're going to keep these inside where it's nice and cool at a comfortable temperature so they can germinate, and then they will grow indoors for 6 weeks. And then your transplant date is the 8 weeks from your frost date. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you guys are doing a fall garden. You can also start planning for a winter garden if you're feeling adventurous. But yeah, or you could try the winter sowing. I'm gonna attempt to do the winter sowing again this year. But I hope you learned something. I hope you do a fall garden. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know what you guys do for your fall garden. And until next time, the more you know, the more you grow. Bye, guys.